Hello everyone, welcome to Be Positive with Bally episode number 14. Now before we get started, I want you guys to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon and click share. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so each and every single click means the world. I truly appreciate each and every one of you watching week in and week out, and I hope with all this content, in somewhat way, I believe that you have been inspired and motivated, and I'm sure I am, because it has been giving me so much of positivity. It has been making me a better version of myself each day. So before we get to our guest for this week, I have a message for each and every one of you. I've started this and I'm quite enjoying this. This week's message is about competition. We've been placed in this race ever since we were young, from schooling days, for grades, work. We have to hit the KPIs. When we do business, we want to be the best, and recently I came across this quote, very interesting. It says, I'm not competing with others, but I'm competing with myself. I want to make an adjustment, correction to that. You're not competing with anyone at all, because if you're competing with yourself, it's close to insanity. So what it should be perceived, or what the message should be, is push yourself to the limit, set a target, set a goal, set a purpose that you want to reach this, you want to do this, and go towards that. And if you achieve that, reward yourself. And that is what we need to achieve. That is what we need to be practicing more, not by just putting yourself into pressure with others and yourself as well. When you're saying these words, I am competing with myself, I'm competing with others, that is not right. Push yourself to the limit, do your best, and reward yourself. That was a message for this week. And now, moving on to our guest for this week. I am an MC, and I have huge respect to all my brothers and my sisters in arm. Whenever we go up on stage, we entertain. It takes a lot. Yes, it does. It takes a lot. So I'm going to be speaking with three, not one, but three good looking men, and they are extraordinary in their own special ways. They have different styles, they have different ways how they deliver their work on stage. And I'm speaking about Mr. Alvin Sinclair, Mr. Alvin Anthons, and Emcee AV. Let the dialogue begin. Guys, thank you so much for doing this.
No problem, man. Thank you.
This is the time you all say yes. Thank you. What's up? Hey guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
thank you very much for inviting us to your show, Bally.
All right. Now I'm a bit pressured because I have three great entertainers, with me. So I'm gonna try to keep this as clean and as presentable, so I don't look funny.
Thank you.
Now, guys, we're gonna take a couple of questions, and there will be a fun round in between, and in the end there will be also a surprise for you guys. So let's cut to the chase and go straight to the first question. Any one of you guys can jump in. When was the first time you guys stepped on the stage and perform as an MC? Probably Mr. Sinclair, you can take it.
Thank you, Bally. Thank you once again for having all of us here today. It's not easy being on a show where the other two co-MCs of mine are pretty seniors in the industry as well. First time I MC'd, I gotta say I was 19 years old. It was obviously we all started off as a free MC, we're trying to establish can we really do this or not do this, right? It was a friend of mine's birthday function. I did that, it's like a family thingy, and then I think that's where it really started. And then for the whole 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, I did only free gigs, just trying to understand better, right? Is this really for you or not? Are you really capable of going on stage and controlling the stage, right? It's so important. A lot of people, while watching you, might think that, what does he do, right? Just picks up a mic and, he's saying a few words. It's so easy, but it's not. So I had to understand that this is really the direction that I want to go with, right? And I was young, 19, 20 years old. We don't even know what we're doing with our lives, right? We're in school. And so I have to say that was really that first time that I started that small little birthday function for like 12 people. That's why I first started. Yeah.
Okay. Alvin
Uh,
Anthons.
before
Bally,
this,
yeah.
Okay,
before the
anybody
senior
can jump in. Quickly,
yeah,
quickly
before
jump in.
we'll save the best for the last. I'll give my part next. So it's been 16 years that I've been entertainer
Yeah.
on and off stage. The journey started obviously as a dancer and then ended up as an MC. I think it was somewhere in 2014 where I had to also do a free gig just like Alvin Sinclair, where it was a trial and error, right? Somebody has come up to me and said that you do so well behind the console, you speak well, why don't you just step up?
Yeah.
And you know, I think at that point in time, besides Bally, there was no other MC in the Punjabi wedding scene. So it was a moment where I was giving it a shot. And I gave it a shot and I put in my own masala mix, you know, like what he was teasing me earlier with the singing and stuff.
Yeah.
And I never looked back. And it's been going since then, and I'm enjoying it.
No, it's not still going.
Awesome,
You're giving me a hard time. So just put it out there. So you're giving me a very big hard time tonight now.
It's either you hire Bally or you hire AV. You decide who you want.
Exactly.
Oh, we are all having a hard time now. So let's not get there.
Funny thing is, you know, when the first question they'll ask me, that, hey, can you sing? I'm like, oh God, here we go again.
Because Avi can sing now, you know, I can't sing. Yeah, I understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Alvin Anthons.
Bally, firstly, thank you so much for having me on your show. It's good to be on the set with two other great MCs who are rocking the industry as well, besides you, Bally. For me, basically, getting into the industry was right after school when I had to clown around for a living. And I used to do that a lot in Sunway Lagoon. There used to be family days every other week. And I was then introduced to a sound system company where I used to be an Angka Barang boy. You know, they call us the FRU lah, you know, free for all kind of work.
Been there, done there.
Yeah, so I used to be one of those Angka Barang boys and for a sound system company. Eventually, while working, I got bored just by setting up equipment, rolling cables and so on. So I used to look at the DJ and see what the DJ is doing, how he used to play back music and so on and so forth. So eventually, one fine day, I told him, hey, you take a break. Let me try to do this, you know. And started doing that. I started liking it. The boss who used to hire me told me, okay, you can start to play back some music when the DJ is taking a break. Eventually, that went on and on and on. And I used to follow an MC, my old boss, that is, play back music when he was hosting shows. So there was one show where he was handling the entire event. I was playing back music for that show. It was a Prime College annual dinner. It was a college function. And the MC was supposed to come, didn't make it. So my boss turned around and said, you bro, take the mic, go up on stage. I was like, yeah. I've never done it before. I've never held a microphone in my entire life. I've never made one single announcement in my entire life. And that's what I had to do. I had to take the mic. I had to go up on stage. He gave me 15 minutes to prep myself. That 15 minutes, I was in the bathroom shivering all over. And he came into the bathroom. He said, bro, time's up. Get your ass on stage. Yeah. And that's what happened. Halfway through, yes, he did come up and help me out. And that was my first job, hosting as an MC. And that's the biggest nightmare, I tell you, I had in my entire life right up to today.
No, I mean,
I guess that was a great experience, man.
The similarity.
It's basically like taking someone and throwing them into the pool and then they eventually learn how to swim.
Yeah, learn how to swim now.
Yeah,
quite right. Because the
Yeah.
similarity, guys, you look at the similarity. I can only, just summarize everything like, everything started by chance. It just by just sheer chance happened. Like Alvin Sinclair was for a friend. Was it a friend's function?
Yeah, one of my best friends' birthday party. Yeah.
So friend's function, and then AV was motivated by a fellow colleague and said, why don't you go up and speak? So he also did it by chance, and then Alvin Anthons as well, because you had no choice, but you just got up. So you took that chance, and look at where you guys are right now. Leading the industry, and I must say that yes, I am standing by that. I believe this. Now, guys, with all this experience which you guys have, going up on stage you will agree with me with when I made this, when I make this statement saying that, you need a charm. There's a certain type of charisma is required for an entertainer when he goes up on stage. Because I don't call us really an MC. I call us an entertainer because we go up on stage, we talk, we make people dance, we make people sing, we make people act, we make people do things which they never believed they could do. I mean, at all. So, it is definitely the charm which we have. But how do you guys maintain that energy, that charm, that charisma throughout the event? Because, guys, we know that sometimes an event stretches out for 4 to 5 hours or 6 hours or sometimes 12 hours. Yeah. So what's the secret on that?
And
Maybe I'll share first.
Okay, Avi, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, Avi, yeah.
Avi, go ahead. Yeah.
I got a thought at the back of my head all the time. We see a lot of repeated faces at every event. Sometimes more often than we expect it to be, right? But there's 1, 2, or even 10 or 20 people that is watching you for the very first time, and they're watching you for the first time, or maybe paying attention at 100% for the very first time in that 5 hours. So the thing that reminds me all the time is whatever you say, it could be the 100th event of the year or the second or third event of the week, but it could be a first experience for someone who's out there.
Exactly.
So I think that keeps me on check from the very beginning till the sign-off moment. Just make sure that there's someone who's watching you and listening for the very first time. I guess that's the thing that runs in my head.
Alvin Sinclair.
I'll let the big boss just
Okay, big boss. No.
Okay. To me, there's two ways to look at this. When you do this as an option, when you do this job, when you have options, you're gonna just go up on stage and do it just like any other. It's just another day. When you do this, when you take up this responsibility to entertain 500 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people, whatever not, and you take it up as a challenge where there is no other choice, like the same situation we were all put in, then you're going to present yourself to the best that you can. Now, I always believe that every single show, be it 10 people, 20 people, 50 people, you perform like it's your last show ever, and that is your only motivation you can keep within yourself, because you are a one-man show. You are on a lonely island on a stage.
Yep.
You are all alone. And the only thing you can tell yourself is, this is my last show and I'm going to give it my best show. And you perform every single show that way. And with that way of putting in that kind of a mindset you have, every one of your audience will be able to see that energy coming out from you. Every one of that audience will be able to see that passion coming out from you. Everyone from the audience will know you're doing it because you want to entertain them. And when you perform that way, everyone is going to get involved with you to make that show a success. And that's what I always tell myself before I go up on stage. The last 2 minutes I have, this is my last show. I'm not going to perform anymore. I'm going to make this the show I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. I don't care what they're going to think about it. So that's the mindset I put on, because whatever you do on stage, it's going to be reflecting off you, and everyone there will know your sincerity, and they're going to party with you.
I gotta agree, man. I mean, I gotta agree with AV and Alvin as well. I think it's very similar to what they have said. I mean, I feel the same way, the way both of them have said it. But I also like to add on that while being on stage, you want to do your best, right? Because every show is different, and every time you go on that stage, it's like a brand new beginning for you.
Exactly.
It's like you're up there for like the first time, and you want to do your absolute best, because in your mind, you're not thinking about what has been briefed to you before going on stage, or what your client has told you. Hey, bro, make sure you follow this. You follow this. Okay, yeah, he'll tell you 3,001 things, right? But he's not on stage, right? And most of the time, you cannot do exactly how your client wants it to be done, right? And I've got into trouble many times because of that, because they want you to say a certain things a certain way. They wanna dictate how you perform on stage. But I think if you want to dictate how I perform on stage, might as well you go on stage and do it, right? Why would you want to hire an external guy? You hire us for a reason.
Yep.
A reason, and the reason is for us to go on stage and to do the best that we can based on whatever has been fed to us, right?
Yep.
And whenever I go up there, like what both of my fellow MCs have said, that you do your best, and for a fact you're doing your best, right? And you're not faking it. That's who you are. You're not faking it, right? And looking at the crowd, like what Alvin said and AV said just now, 50 people or 100 people or 1,000 people, you're doing it as if like that's your last show. You're giving your best. You're giving your best, right? If people appreciate it or not, that's already secondary, right? Because I mean, we can be the best as we can on that day. There will be one or two flirts will come and pull you aside. Mr. MC, I think what you said just now on stage was not right. Mr. MC, I think you shouldn't have said this. But that's who we are, right? I mean, we do at our best. We cannot please anybody. But I think the most important thing here is end of the day when you leave that stage, that final say that you say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. You need to walk down. You got to walk off the stage knowing that I gave everything I can. All right, I gave everything. I think that's the most important thing. That satisfaction, you get that satisfaction. You walk out of stage, like, okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you very much. And that satisfaction, and that satisfaction is something that a lot of people cannot buy. Right, I mean, because it comes from your heart, right? It comes from passion, like what you want to do, right? And that's how I feel, whenever I walk off that stage, Yeah.
Interesting. Now, guys, quite nice how you guys actually collected every single thing, especially how Alvin Sinclair grabbed both of the points and then after that elaborated on that, showing his true radio DJ skills as well on the show. Thank you so much, Alvin. Right. So
we only can talk 10 seconds on radio per set, bro. We cannot talk anything more than that.
He's letting everything out on the show today.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I like the way how it's I'm at this side and I am interviewing you guys, especially Alvin Sinclair and Alvin Anthons. We'll speak about the night show. I'm really interested about the night show and also what Alvin Sinclair does on the radio station shortly. But guys, you see, we're all smiling, right? And when we go up on stage, we gotta smile, we gotta put up that positive energy, the good vibes. But nobody knows. My very good friend from Singapore, and another MC as well, KP Sandhu, he did mention this to me before, that we have the clown effect. It's called the circus effect or clown effect. But I think, I believe it's the clown effect. So when we go up on stage, we have this whole phase of ours and we are entertaining people, but people do not know how much of problems we have. It may be the worst day of your life. I have experienced it recently. AV was there. I know AV was there for me. Thank you, AV. But it was it's a difficult thing to handle, right? So the question is, how do you put all that thing aside? How do you put all your problems aside and you go up on stage and you smile, you jump, you make people go crazy? How do you do that? I mean, there must be a process. There must be something you tell to yourself.
Yeah. Who's going to take this one first?
Who's going to do this?
I think let's go. Alvin Sinclair this time,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I think it's not easy for fellow MCs like us, right? Because we are also humans, right? I mean, we go through so many things every day. I mean, it could be any issues you're going through. But I think when you go on that stage, I think for me, I try to forget reality for a bit. I tend to forget reality. Like, I don't want to think about what's going on with my daily life, or I'm not the regular Joe Alvin. When I'm on stage, I'm a persona. I'm a different person. I'm putting up an act, because people like us, we are constantly putting up an act, which is important. Of course, if you're yourself on stage, then it's going to be a problem, right? So I tend to try to tell myself that this is an act that I'm putting up, and my job today is to entertain. right? So when I'm on stage, I'm not the regular Joe Alvin. I'm not the Alvin that my mama's boy at home. I'm not the Alvin, the husband of my wife. I'm not the Alvin of anybody else. I am the Alvin, the entertainer. So whatever that I'm going through is not relevant while I'm on stage, and it's important, uh, especially when you're trying to entertain people. You want to make people laugh, and it's not easy. That's the thing, right? I keep harping to this, even especially to like junior MCs who are coming into the industry. They think it's going to be a walk in the park. It's not. I mean, at the beginning, we all go through so much. It's learning curves, getting rejections, getting slapped left, right, center. It's not easy. But the moment you understand that uh, off stage you are somebody else and you can handle that, and you are on stage you're somebody else and you can handle that, then I think that you will know how to take this to a next level. And it's not easy to get there. It takes a lot of experience, a lot of time, and it's okay. It's okay to take time. It's okay to learn. It's okay to mess up, mess things up, and it's okay, because eventually you're going to get there. And we all went through that. We all went through that, right? To get to that point where we can identify that, okay, we are two different people, off stage and on stage. And when you're an entertainer, you just want to entertain. You want people to laugh, because that that is what will help you decide that, are you going to get your next event or not? Are they
Correct.
going to rehire you or not? Right?
True.
It's all based on how well you do on this event. Right? You want
Yeah.
to be the reoccurring hired MC. You don't want to
Exactly.
be that. You don't want to be that one-off MC that they had to hire you and not hire. And next year, when you see on Facebook, wait a minute, this client hired me last year, and this year's a different MC. You don't want to be that MC, right?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure all of us have gone through that.
Exactly.
All of us have gone through that, right? So I think when I'm on stage, the moment I'm on walk up there and I say hello, ladies and gentlemen, then I gotta train myself to be total blackout. Like, just boom. That's it. That's that. And I think it takes a lot of time and experience to get that. Like, it's tough. It's tough.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
It's not easy. Yeah. Sometimes I get upset about certain things that's happening at home or outside with your friend, or and you tend to have a different mood when you want to go upstage, but you can't, because it affects your work. It affects
Yeah.
your personality. It affects your job. It affects people can judge you. People can see it on your face, like you're upset or not. People can see it. People can tell from your tone of your voice, right? And you don't want to give that away, just by 2 cents. Yeah.
That's not 2 cents. That's almost 2 ringgit already. Okay.
Yeah.
AV.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
I'm not going to be any different than what Alvin
Yeah.
has said, but I guess the experience part is what I want to maybe focus on a little bit. So there's different roles that all of us play when we are entertaining, anchoring games, interaction with the audience, whatever not, right? So at every moment you carry a different face of yourself, like what you say. We're putting on an act, we're putting on a show, and if you are not going to be at your best version, like what we talked about it in earlier, then you're not going to get that cut, right? You're not going to be that person that people are going to be like, well done, I think this guy's got potential. But what I want to share with people through the show is about the experience and the learning journey. It's never going to be an easy moment for you to switch on and switch off from something that's been not so positive that you have had, maybe before coming for your event, or even sometimes during the event. A lot of things takes place, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows what we discuss and what we go through backstage or right next to the stage at the DJ console. You didn't get the song right,
Yeah. Yeah.
ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. Boop, cover,
God.
move on,
Cover.
right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
things that we have to do, but it's
Yeah.
not something that is skilled and you carry in your pocket. It
Yeah.
comes with a lot of experience. I just want to
Correct.
relate to a situation where my dancing experience helped me a lot. In a traditional Bhangra dance routine, you are barefooted on stage. I've had so much pain dancing on stage barefooted. I'm not going to even say what I had to step on because of other people's errors and mistakes, right? But the face never shows. The body language never shows, right? I guess that experience and that training that I had has helped me a lot. And just before you step on that 4 steps to get up on stage, visually, body language, until your spoken word comes out, you're going to be judged. So you got to give your best version up there, again depending on the situation and the event. And sometimes you got to deal with certain things, like, even if a couple suddenly remembers a loved one who's not present anymore. 30 seconds ago you were hyping the crowd out, and 30 seconds later the couple just said something that has switched the entire energy in the room. Now what do you do at that point? What do you do at that point? Everyone is waiting for you to say the next word. That's also a state of mind that we are very quickly, kind of juggling and thinking, and how do you lift the energy back up, but not disrespecting what they just said. So it's not easy. So to the newcomers out there, or anybody who still has that anxiety or that feeling, it's natural. We all go through it. You just got to come out of it, and time and experience will let you overcome it. I believe so. Yeah.
Yep. I gotta agree. Boss man.
Saw that. It's like instant click, boss man.
Well, I agree with both our fellow MCs. We always have. I mean, we are human, and we always have. We have our regular life, and we have our stage life. And regular life, we have our personal problems. Sometimes we carry and go to the show, but we can't carry it up on stage. Our work life on stage, be it I wouldn't say screw ups, I say last minute changes or mishaps during the event. The challenges happens during the event, and how you want to turn that around. Those are all challenges which we all face. And just to add on a little bit more is for me, there's never been a time I've considered hosting a job. To me, being on stage is my happy place. This is my happy place. When I'm on stage, I don't know who I am. It's something like what Alvin just said, And sometimes when my team takes videos of stuff which I do during the game session or during the dance floor open, I'm standing on the table and dancing with everybody or something, whatever. I don't know what's going on until the next day. When we do games and so on and so forth, I end up cracking jokes which I don't even know it happened, and it helped because, give you one scenario. When my late dad passed away, 3 days after that, I had to go up on stage. That was my biggest challenge I've ever had, being in a difficult situation and having to go up on stage. I went for the rehearsal, I didn't feel good. 10 minutes before the show, I didn't feel good. But what I usually do before a show is 10 minutes before a show, I never speak to anybody. I have my one chair backstage, my microphone in my hand, my cue cards in my hand, water bottle, and I zone out. I don't speak to anybody. I don't do nothing. I'm with my eyes closed, and I'm just in my own world. And in that world, I tell myself, this is my last show. Again, I come back to that always. This is my last show. I'm given this responsibility. I'm going to go up to my happy place, and let's go and do this. And that's all I tell myself. And then I go up on show. 2 minutes before the show, you'll be seeing me jumping beside the show like a madman. And when it's time to go up the stage, it's just rock and roll. And it's that same saying, the show must go on. Regardless. The show must go on. There's no excuse. You can't go up there to be sad, because everyone there is coming to have a good time, and you need to send everyone back with a smile on their face. And the only way you judge your work is after the show, how many people is going to come and tell you did a good job. Exactly. That is what we all look forward to. We all look forward to that, to motivate ourselves that we can do a better show, improvising our show from what we just did, bring it up to the next level, to the next show. So then again, it's all in the mindset. It's all how you perceive your time on stage to be, whether it's a job, whether it's your happy place, whether it's a responsibility. You just have to put all that in different parts in your head and get up on stage and do what you just have to do.
Very true. Thank you guys. Those points are spot on, and I think to those who are wanting to be an MC, who are watching right now, and I'm sure you already have got, I think, the first cockpit view, first-hand view of how to be an MC. And now, before we move on to a special fun round, I have a fun round, and I'm going to surprise you guys with a fun round as well. How did you guys stay relevant during this pandemic? every single
Alvin.
one of us. I know everybody's looking at Bossman. Everybody's looking at
No, like
Bossman. I
thinking,
know.
what the
You know, there's not.
It's a fun run.
yeah, fun run.
Okay, so my fun round is a bit subtle. There's no
Okay.
chicken.
Okay.
There's no.
Okay.
You don't need to take any shots and stuff like that. So you know, I think it's been 6 months. 6 months where I've been out of events, and I had to find ways in staying relevant. What have you guys been doing? To stay relevant during this pandemic. What have you guys been doing? I think Bossman will go last. We keep Bossman for last.
AV, what do you
AV.
think?
I go first.
Tell me, boss man.
So,
My name is Alvin, bro.
So, I think everybody realized in the last 2 weeks of March, or even the first 2 weeks of March, that we don't know how long this is going to carry on for. So, staying relevant was not really the thought process that I had, but it was more of how do I keep doing what I like. So most of the stuff, like what Alvin and Bossman would have said, is happy place. You love it. Is your passion, right? So I've got a great passion for everything that surrounds entertainment. I've been off dancing for a while, but singing and DJing is still there. I've got a touch for it. I still do it every now and then. Whenever I get a chance to poke my nose in, I will. I started off with singing, so I learned from a few industry experts on how to do live streaming. And then I started doing live streaming on YouTube for the whole month of April with weekly Bollywood live singing sessions. I think that kept me intact with a lot of people through my passion, right? So
True.
I did that in the month of April, and then when I think the MCO kind of eased a little bit in the month of May, where we were able to go and meet friends and do a little bit of stuff. I guess that's where I started getting back into DJing, and with the help of a couple of friends, we now do live streaming for a few bars and stuff like that. So it's like a new culture and a new environment that we just created for ourselves, and we keep ourselves occupied every week. Get in touch with music, what's new, what's different, and I guess the DJing and the singing has kept me alive. And I'm glad that slowly, I think, if not all of us, some of us have started to get some events back in the month of August, September, and hopefully we'll get better over the next coming months, and we'll get back on stage. But I think that's how I kept myself relevant. I learned a lot of new stuff during the MCO period, and I tried to use that through some live streaming events.
Alvin
Alvin
Sinclair.
Anthons, brother.
Alvin Sinclair.
Actually, Alvin Anthons has more things going on at the moment.
No, so that's why I'm saving the best for the last.
Oh, okay,
Don't say that, lad. Don't say that.
okay. All right. I think based what you just mentioned, Bally. How do I stay relevant? It's a bit of a 50-50 for me because I'm still on radio, so that's actually ongoing. So that's the only way I can still stay relevant to the music industry or the entertainment industry per se, obviously I know that there's a lot of emceeing gigs. We're not going to get a lot of those anymore, at least until the 31st of December, and we don't know how it's going to be after the 31st of December. So I'm sorry, I'm just going to sidetrack a little bit on this particular question, Bally, that you have asked. I think because it's based on a friend of mine who asked this question on Facebook the other day, Naf. Naf is from Tracks as well. I think maybe Alvin or Bally, you guys know him as well.
Yeah.
So he was an ex-announcer and he's an MC as well. He put up a question on Facebook asking that, so what's next, right? How our fellow MCs are going to be able to sustain or earn a living throughout this RMCO period, because all of us are out of jobs. I mean, there's no income coming in, and he's like, so what are other people are doing, or what are other fellow MCs' opinion? So I had an interesting thing to say to him, or to everybody else that was posting on that post, that back in the day, like maybe 10, 15 years ago, when we all started MCing, it was a different ball game altogether. Like, you can sustain off just being an MC, right? You earn a good money, you got good jobs coming in, and if you're good enough, you get rehired for a lot of other jobs, right? But it's a different ball game today, which a lot of newcomers or new MCs that are coming into the industry, or the new entertainers who are coming into industry, where they solely put their 100% on this, which is entertainment. This is what I want to do, and this is all I want to do, and I'm not going to do anything else. So my problem with that is, I mean, I started off like that as well, but I changed halfway through, because putting all your eggs in one basket is going to be a big problem for you. And this pandemic has showed us the real truth. The people who have put their baskets put all the eggs in one basket, now is biting them in the butt. Right? Because now you don't have gigs, there's no entertainment. And this is not just MCs, right? We're talking about live bands, we're talking about DJs. Yeah, DJs in the club, you're talking about wedding MCs, you're talking about corporate MCs, you're talking about everyone who's involved in the entertainment industry. People who don't have any other skill but just this one skill, which is entertaining people, right? And thankfully, I picked this up halfway through when I was in my late 20s, or when I was reaching 30 years old, that I told myself, this cannot be the only skill that I want to focus on or be great at, because you never know what's going to happen, right? So, of course, I picked up a lot of other skills along the way, so that during pandemic like this, where entertainment is on a halt, we at least can focus back, or at least fall back on the other skills that we have learned, which is not entertainment skewed, right? You might have a day job elsewhere, or you might have another skill that you have learned that it's not entertainment skewed, right? So at least during this pandemic, you got income coming in, and your entertainment becomes your second passion or your second job. So one thing that I want to say that to all the newcomers, and which I said in the post, that do not take entertainment as your primary job.
Source of
not
income.
Take it, your primary source of income. Do not do that, because it's the way the industry is moving. It's changing like that. It's my God, it's so fast that you got to adapt to it. Exactly, and you got to adapt to it quick. You know, and it's sad. It's sad to see all the young boys or the young girls who's coming in the industry that, no, this is what I want to do. I'm good at it. I mean, that's great, right? I mean, we were all like that when we first started, right? But you got to adapt to how things are changing so rapidly now, which means you got to have other source of income as well. And you got to put this, you got to always, this entertainment needs to be secondary. I'm so sad to say this, right? But it needs to be secondary, which you cannot depend on this solely.
Correct.
You know, the moment you do that, pandemic hits, game over, my friend.
Very true.
And
now with that, we're going to move on to, because we're already running quite long on this
a lot of
session.
Going on.
So a lot of talking going on. Yeah. So let's just give the final one to the boss man. Yes,
Bally, do a 1 hour show next time, Bally.
My whole target was trying to do about 20 to 30 minutes, but this is already moving past 30 minutes. So we got
to really
when you have three other MCs on the show, bro. It's
exactly my point, right?
I'm like, what did I just do? But it's okay.
Yeah, but Alvin Anthons has not even started. Let me tell you.
Exactly. Guess what? Speaking about Alvin Anthons and not even started, this is what I really inspired me to bring Alvin Anthons onto the dialogue sessions, because of the night show and the things which he has been doing. So, Alvin, would you like to share to all the viewers?
Okay.
Brother, before you start, I got to say congratulations, brother. I mean, you thinked out of the box, and I think you got something great going on there, man. Congratulations, buddy.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. Thank
you
you
so much. Good stuff.
Thank you. Okay, just a little backtrack. You got an MC on the show, so no choice. We have to backtrack a lot of stories when we have to answer one simple question. Okay. Besides doing hosting, I've been running an event management company for the past 21 years. Okay, and we only do corporate stuff. One of our most nicest client we have is we service a Petronas group of companies, and with that, it's always been teaching us how to evolve, how to improve ourselves, how to always keep coming up with something new, because you are in competition with other major players in the industry, and trying to achieve winning certain jobs and so on. So that culture of always trying to evolve is within our mindset, with us and our entire team in the office. And with that mindset, the event company itself, we've managed to actually be nominated as a top 3 event company in the world.
Congratulations, man.
We received this year Asia Pacific #1 event company in the world. We are running for another 2 more awards this year, one next month and one the following month. So same goes with me in my hosting life. I get bored very, very easily. And that's why from emceeing, to be very honest, I get bored very, very easily. I always try to push the envelope to something more. What else can I give on stage? What else can I do on stage? What else can I give to the audience? And besides hosting, then I came up to releasing my first debut album. I have a full-on Malay album produced by Ajay. So that was another step which I took on myself. Prior to that, I did some hosting on RTM2. It was the first ever English talk show program ever to be on RTM2 as well. So it's always trying to evolve and come up with something new. When pandemic hit, we were all stuck at home. So the first 1 month, I had to put aside my emceeing work, because we had to service our client, because everything went online shows. Everything was live show. Everything is as good as doing a tour de Langkawi, and you're getting proper internet connections throughout your entire journey and so on. So it was a big challenge for us to ensure that our client jobs still go on. So things was going on there. So while that was sorted, we sorted the client and we got a solution for them, and it's easier for us to now execute the events. We were all bored at home, and what I noticed everyone doing is, besides watching TV, that became secondary. Everyone was on their phone. Everybody was on their phone. It's either Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Yeah. Nothing else. Yeah. And Alibaba or Amazon, because everyone is buying stuff online. Yeah. So then I started getting bored, and I told, what can I now do to put out there? It wasn't about staying relevant. Yes, it could be a little bit. Yes, just keep your face out there still. But what can we do to now entertain everyone who is at home? So then we were thinking, okay, let's try to do a show on stage, And then when we decided to do a show, it was initially the set was supposed to be my house. So we ordered this light, which is right in front of me here, and and then.
No wonder you guys look better than I do. You guys all have the light, and I don't.
And you got something special at the back. I'm just telling him.
Okay. I better block this out, man. I want to sit up. Okay. Sorry.
So from there, no problem. And then from there, we're trying to see how to stream this out, and then what kind of content can we put out. Then we're trying to structure a proper structure for the show. And just as we wanted to kick this off, they gave us the partial release. So when partial release, we all started going back to the office, because none of us could stay at home, right? And the moment we came here, then we have our space downstairs. We have a studio space downstairs. So we're thinking, okay, why don't we hook up a nice set? This what you see behind me, and then we have our animators who's got nothing to do in the office. Then we tell them to start animating stuff, and then Ruben, I'm sure you guys know Specs. Ruben, we spoke to Ruben, say come on the show. Yeah, so he said, I'll be more than happy to come on the show. My producer Anna was on the dot with everything else which needs to be done for the show, and we said, okay, let's do this. Let's do a proper show, a proper structured show, and opening gambit, game segments and whatever not, and let's try. So it took us 2 months to plan out the entire set, the entire show.
Not easy,
It's not easy, and during pandemic to order something like this will take you like 3 over weeks to get your stock. And we had to send that out. Getting the right guest on the show was the key. Getting the right guest. We've had Dato' Hans Isaac, Norman KRU. We've had Po Chukang. We've had Alan Wu from Amazing
Harbin
Grace.
Skin.
We had Harbin Skin for the finale. We had DJ Dave. We had Su Wincy. We had so many great people on the show who supported the show. And
nice.
the idea of just keeping people entertained turned out to be somewhat a good response, somewhat a good success. And right up to now, we're still getting messages coming in on our Instagram asking us when we're going to kick off season number 2. There are messages coming in saying that, can we be a guest on your show? We've been blessed to have quite a few people, companies who are saying we are willing to come in as cash sponsors for your second season.
Very nice.
Something which we just did out of passion has now turned out to be something which everyone wants us to continue doing, which is now in plans for us to, which the production planning is still going on for us to kick off season number 2 not very long from now as well. So
all the
that's
best,
how it
man.
Started.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alvin, for inviting me over.
Thank you so much for inviting me too. To those who are watching, if you want to check out Alvin's night show, the link will be pasted at the description, and then you will also get the link. You will also get the podcast link for the radio show where Alvin Sinclair hosts on a weekly basis, and I think we have about 5.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. Yeah.
So 3 days. Okay.
So then, and then starting the podcast, next month.
And starting next month, you have Monday, Tuesdays, and also
correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the link will be posted, and also with all, AV is also going live on a weekly basis as well. So we'll paste the link on the description. Now, guys, we gotta
wrap it up.
We gotta wrap it up. Now, fun round. Yes. Okay. Before we wrap this up, okay. One place you guys can live for the rest of your life. If money was not an issue, that means if you have all the money in the world, one place you guys can live for the rest of your life.
Without any money.
I mean, with money is not an issue.
With all the money you have, with money.
With all the money in the world. Guys.
Tough one, man.
This is easy.
I think we've all learned how to stay at home quietly.
No, I mean, okay, fine. Okay. Forget about pandemic. Forget about COVID.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Okay, come on, Alvin.
If I have two options.
Okay.
Option one, I would want to stay here. Because there's no other place. Trust me, there's no other place in the entire world like bloody Malaysia. You get to go out anytime you want. You are super safe. You can get food 24 hours a day. You can sit in the road like mama and have a teh tarik anytime of the day.
The pandemic has messed it up, lah. Now it's like 12 hours.
Best part is right. I'm asking a one simple answer. This guy is giving all explanation.
Bally, that's what you do on stage as well, Bally.
Yeah.
That's what you do on stage.
Malaysia.
Okay, if it's not here, I would love to be in Switzerland again.
Oh my God, you stole my answer, bro.
The rest of my life.
Oh my answer, bro.
Guys,
Alvin, you stole my answer.
Okay.
Sorry, but I'll see you over there, bro. I'll see you there.
Yeah, man.
Same name, same initial. I mean, so you understand.
I'll just put it in my head. Like I did Switzerland in December, and that's definitely a place that I want to go.
Oh, same here, bro. December. I was there in December. Yeah,
look at that.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
It's same for me. It's Malaysia option 1, the place you call home. Option 2 is the last destination I performed in outside of the country before the lockdown. So that would be in Perth. I would love to go there. I had a great time.
Both Alvins want to stay in the same place, and they had visited the place the same time.
Same time. Look at this guy.
Okay. What a very coincidence.
Exactly, dude.
Okay, guys. Celebrity crush.
Oh man.
Come on, let's go. Okay, let me start. Mine is a Bollywood star actress. She's not a Bollywood star actress. She's okay lah, but she's very beautiful. Chitrangana Singh. So I have huge crush over her.
Okay.
Yeah. So AV.
It has to be Bollywood, and I still have a crush on Anushka Sharma. My wife is gonna kill me when she watches this, but I have a crush on her. I think she's
she's the one who married the cricketer, right? Kohli, is it?
Virat
Kohli.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Alvin Sinclair.
I gotta say, my wife is in front of me right now as well. So, but she knows. she's like right across from me right now with my pet dog. But
I like how you just leaned behind on your sofa before.
No, you're so nice.
Exactly.
It's so
exactly,
nice
right?
to see that everybody has a disclaimer these days. So everybody has
Yeah, it's
placing a
always good
disclaimer.
to have a disclaimer, man. So they
Okay.
just shoot you after that.
Alvin.
No, but I really enjoy in Bollywood as well. Definitely, I really enjoy Deepika Padukone's acting and her dance.
Okay, just say like you got a
her
crush on
music
her
and
lah.
that. And
Okay.
yeah, I never miss any movies from Deepika Padukone. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Alvin Anthons?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot.
Oh, Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot,
Yeah. She's amazing, man.
Very nice, very nice. Good
Alvin has
choice.
high taste, like Alvin has like international taste.
No, it's not about Alvin's international case. You know what not? Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, is the only one who could probably match up to his burpee challenge. So that's why,
Oh man, you can't find
You know, he
Alvin's
did-
burpee challenge, lah.
Alvin did the burpee challenge, right? 100
Yeah, I know.
burpees
Like
in
my
8
belly will be
minutes.
doing the burpee challenge.
8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes.
8 minutes non-stop.
And he's a
Alvin is too
fun
fit
fact.
for all
Fun
of us,
fact.
man.
Fun fact. Alvin is also a Spartan World qualifier as well. So World Championship.
Damn,
Spartan
I never
World
knew that.
Championship.
Damn, wow. Congrats, bro. Nice.
Thanks, bro.
Okay,
The race
now-
is in
I'll get there when I'm
November.
45. I'll see you there, man.
Okay,
He's
guys.
trying to wrap up.
It's never too late to start, bro.
All right. One last final fun question. Okay.
Okay.
Best pickup line. I'm sure everybody has a best pickup line.
Oh my god.
Bro, I've never
Yeah.
received a pickup line, lah, bro.
No. You
Received
giving a
or-
pickup line.
I'm giving.
You're giving a best pickup line,
Oh.
which you have. All gem. This is the
Yeah,
time
of
when
course.
the MCs does
Like-
not have anything to say.
I'm just gonna be like, trying to think the same pickup line I used on my wife, but I never used any pickup line on my wife. And my wife thinks I suck at it, so I'm trying to think.
I think we kind of heard a voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard the voice, right? Yeah, she was supposed to be silent.
Okay, guys, come on, quickly.
Alvin, you go ahead, man.
Hey, why are you throwing this at me every time, bro?
Okay, you're the host of the night show.
I will just say, in this day and age,
Yeah.
all of us, family men, right?
Yeah.
The best pickup line we have to say is for our wife when we want to get
No,
something
come
out of her.
on. You can
Right.
say these were the line which will never fail when you were single. You know those lines which never fail during when you
Oh
were single.
man, this is not being
okay,
positive.
okay,
This is
I guess-
being
I
into
guess-
trouble already.
It's a fun.
guess
It's
I'm
a fun
gonna-
run.
I'm trying to get my wife's number back then when she was not my girlfriend. I'm like, we were texting on Facebook Messenger. I'm like, man, I hate texting on bloody Facebook Messenger, man. This is my number. Let's catch up on WhatsApp. That's it. And I just dropped it there, right? And she texted me on
That
WhatsApp.
works.
and then,
That works.
yeah, and yeah.
What I told my wife was
No, it works. Trust me, it works.
Yeah, like
It works,
I want
it
her
works.
number,
It works,
right?
it works.
I want her
Yeah,
number,
yeah.
right? I'm like,
Yeah.
I hate texting
What
on Facebook Messenger.
What I told my
I
wife
seldom
was,
check my messenger, so can I just have your number? Or this is my number.
You're smart.
Yeah,
smart.
exactly.
It's easier,
Yeah,
it's easier.
yeah, similar, very similar. Exactly what I
Yeah.
said. Yes.
Funny thing was that I even
Ali.
messaged my wife on Facebook
Yeah.
Messenger as well. Saying, hey,
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, same. So I'm like, hey, could we go out for coffee? She actually decides to reply after 6 months. So, okay. So looks like we're not getting anywhere with the pickup lines. Okay.
No,
but
yeah,
Alvin
no,
Anthons,
no, no,
Alvin Anthons, you're the safest one. So you're the safest one. So come
Yeah.
enlighten
Pickup
us.
lines, bro. I think the best way to get to anybody is just be yourself, lah, bro. Be honest, be yourself,
Nice.
and then
Yeah.
pull that stunt, and say, I seldom check my DMs, so this is my number. Just give me a
You
call.
know why Alvin is saying
if you
this,
wanna
right?
meet for
Because this is
coffee.
recorded, right? And this once this goes on the internet, it's there forever. So nobody can go back and say, "Hey, Alvin, I thought you said that last time." Right? That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, guys. Before we say goodbye, there are so
Yeah.
many people watching. They're your fans, your followers, and they really love your work. And I hope this episode, with all the entire pointers which you guys have give, has somewhat given someone inspiration, motivation to become an MC, entertainer, or even better at their job. But at the same time, with some fun and laughter at the end. Now it's time to say goodbye. But what would be your messages? Each and every one of you can take 30 seconds, please. Not 1 minute,
Yes.
not 2 minutes,
Yeah,
not 5
yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
Just 30 seconds of a good, very nice punch message to everyone, a punchline of message to
Avi, you
those
go
who are
ahead
watching.
first, man.
I said this on the 1st of August when I went on stage in Ipoh. I'm sick and tired of looking at the camera. I want to look at faces and I want to hear the applause. That's what we need from all of you. And the only thing I'll say is we are eager and we are pumped up to get back there. And hopefully, when things get better, we would get more opportunity to interact with people and perform. And the only thing I want to say is pray for us. We want to come back. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alvin,
Anthons.
go ahead.
Alvin
Buddy, you
Anthons.
go ahead, man. Come on.
Okay. Firstly, thank you to everybody who's been supporting our career and our rice bowl. It's with your support we get to put food on our table for ourselves and our family. So pray for us that we get back doing what we love to do on stage. For those of you who are not really in the entertainment industry, doing whatever you guys are doing, take this time during this pandemic. I'm sure you have more time than you usually have to just evaluate yourself, see how best you can improve yourself, how best you can keep evolving to produce better results and shine, and to be a better person in on this planet before we say goodbye. Our time here is really short, so just do what you can do to be the best, to give the best, to love and to be loved. That's it.
Nicely
That's why
said,
we
man.
call
I
you
think
boss man. That's why we call you boss man.
Yeah. I gotta echo my fellow MCs in regards to whatever they have said. AV has said it. I think Alvin Anthons has said it as well. It could not be more wholesome based on whatever they have said. I think we are in a situation right now today where this pandemic has taught us a lot of things, right? You didn't see it coming and it's hit you like a storm. But my wife told me this, right? That after every storm, there's always a rainbow. There's always a sunshine, and we look forward to that, right? Let's take this pandemic as positive as we can. Learn new things, pick up new skills. You have the time now, right? You have the time now because for a lot of MCs out there, we are not doing the job that we want to do. So this is the best time for us to learn and reskill ourselves, pick up new things, and we all can't wait to get back on stage because that is what we really enjoy to do. But that's going to take a bit more time, right? But while we are at it, while we are where we are now, let's learn new things. And to all our listeners out there, if you're looking at getting into this industry, I suggest that you think really well, think as much as you can, it will always be a good decision. But when you make the decision, stick to it towards the end, because I mean, you might not making it now, but eventually you will.
Guys, I couldn't have chose three, brothers who are, in the same passion, who have same passion, same love, same energy, to do what we do on stage. I couldn't have chose, better than three of you. You guys are
Thanks, man.
the
Thank
best
you for having us.
and the
Thank
most fit, perfect people for this episode. Thank you so much. And
thank you for having us.
Now, as I said, that this show is a very positive show with which has nothing short of surprises. So, as a surprise, as a token of appreciation for doing this, our food partner, Desi Tadka, will be sending you food. Very nice northern Indian food, and
nice.
I will be doing the job. I will be the delivery man, so I'll deliver it to you guys.
Wow.
And,
awesome.
Thanks. We already have a date planned for Friday, man. So just bring it along, Bally.
No. This is for your family as well. So it's not only for you, but also your family.
Wow.
I live with my family, same house.
No. The date which we were planning was something else. Okay, listen. No, the point is, I'm sending you guys food. All right, and
Thank you.
Desi Tadka,
Thank you.
and sending you guys good vibes, positive energy
you very
always. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for doing this. Bye bye.
Thank you, Bally.
Alvin, thank you very much.
Alvin, thank you very much. AV, thank you very much.
Thank you, Alvin. Thank you, Alvin.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. All the best, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Bye-bye.
That was episode number 14 with Alvin Sinclair, Alvin Anthons, and Emcee AV. I hope through their journey you have learned what it takes to be an entertainer on stage. I thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'd like to give a big shout out to my partners. Content by B Strategic, artwork by DH Creation, food Desi Tadka, and video live streaming and production Mosaic Productions. Thank you so much for watching, sending you good vibes and giving you positive energy always. Episode 14, Be Positive with Bally, signing out. Bye-bye.